Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of Straight Talk No Chaser. I am your host, L. Gregory, aka Lee Knows, accompanied by my boy.
The one and only John Alvarado from Colorado, the 5280 man. Bro, I got a topic for us, dude.
You see how I'm
Look,
feeling?
I've been thinking about this one, man. This one trips me out a little bit. And given the circumstances and where we're at in the season, guilty by association.
Oh, man, that's
This one right here, bro, this subject, it got me bugged out a little bit, man, because it's there's just so much assumption that goes on, and as we know, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Mhm,
That's just what that comes down to.
mhm,
And there's just so much assumption going on right now, man, based on the car that you drive. And,
mhm,
and we're all guilty of it. We're all
mhm,
guilty of it. Let's start there. Let's start right there, man. I will tell you this. I drive a truck.
mhm,
If I pull up next to you, you look over at me,
mhm.
uh, this guy must be a certain way.
Absolutely.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Guilty by association. What do you got for me?
I mean, that's when you have a certain mindset. If I see you with your truck, like I'm about to buy a truck, when I see you with your truck, I'm like, all right, this dude is smart because if he has to go haul some stuff, he don't need nobody but his truck. That's what I'm thinking. But certain people may see you in that same truck and be like, oh, he's definitely like a hillbilly or a redneck
Hillbilly.
or like I see, but that's two different mindsets. Birds of a
Yeah.
feather flock together. Same thing, guilty by association. Like on both sides. If your girl cheats and you hang out with your girl, then wait, you hanging out with your girl? Didn't she just where y'all going?
I'm glad you did this.
If your boy cheats, wait. Even though your spouse or significant other may have been cool with them prior, but as soon as they do some effed up stuff, you hanging out with who? Nah, like, but wait a minute. Just last month, you was cool with him. You was cool with her. What do you mean? Because you're
Guilty
guilty
by
by
association.
association. You're
And
guilty
bro,
by.
it's dope that you say that, right? Because you could be doing something very, very innocent. And what I mean by that is not hanging out with them. What I'm saying is you could have went home, told your spouse, "Hey, my boy is newly single, and he's having a hard time, and he would love for me to go and hang out with him for a couple hours." You get the side look.
Absolutely,
Wait, what?
absolutely. And it, like
Is
you
that going
said,
to be you now? Is that
it
what
don't
you
even got to
want?
be cheating. It don't even got to be cheating. It could just be my boy single. Why you hanging out with single people? There's actually people in relationships who have arguments because they have single friends. You should have
Yes.
nothing but people in relationships or married friends if you're married in a relate. No, guilty by association.
Yeah, bro.
Guilty.
And you know what? On the flip side of that, I'm gonna stick with cars for a minute. So before I had my truck, I had a sports car.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I had the view at one point where I kind of like messed with myself a little bit and saying, "Damn, do I look like that creepy old dude with the sports car?" Right? And bro, because my mindset was anytime I saw an old dude with like a Corvette or a Camaro or something like that,
hmm
I'm like, oh yeah, this guy. The hell's he trying to do? Why is he trying to stay young? So I had that mindset even for myself. It was a
hmm
trip. Because I had this whole battle within my own mind, like, damn, am I this? Am I that? Bro, it don't matter. It's what you think and what you enjoy. Stop,
Absolutely.
stop guilty by association.
But
Stop associating yourself with every single thing.
that's how the world works. Just because I know that the black people, another black person, doesn't mean we both are the same exact way.
Right.
Oh, you see Lonnie taking out that black guy. They must be working at the same office. Like, no, I don't even know this dude like that. But that's how the world is. Back
Yeah.
home, if the cops rushed the block, if the cops raided the block, and you were just standing on the corner, just minding your business, you got arrested too because you were guilty
Damn.
by association. Because you knew the guy that was doing the illegal stuff. But just because you were standing next to him, you got arrested too. But officer, I didn't do anything. Yeah, but you were here.
Bro. But I love that you said that, bro. And I want to take this up just one notch. Think about it from the parent perspective. You
Yeah.
got your kids there in the house, right?
Yeah.
And I remember this, bro, when my kids were coming up when they were little and kind of innocent and whatnot. We would have certain, their friends would come over, and me and my wife we would check them out.
Hmm.
Meaning, hey, is this guy good? What's this guy do? And bro, they could have been 10. I don't know if I like this kid, man. He's always getting in trouble. What's up? I don't know if I want him hanging out. It's guilty by association, dude.
Yeah.
We all do it, bro. It's just it's got to be a calculated thought
Yeah.
process when you do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
in parent mode, when I'm thinking parent mode, you're all you're doing is wanting the best for your kids. You just want you want
I
to protect them.
judge. I judge everybody. I'm
Yeah.
judging when it comes to my kids, I'm judging everybody that they hang out with. Judging them right off the bat because I've been through their their age bracket. Like we're nothing but grown kids, if you want to just say it that way.
Thousand
So
percent.
I know exactly what they should look out for, who they should keep away from. So I'm judging all your friends, 100%. But I don't judge them until I get to speak to them and know them on a different level. First of all, if I look at you, I'm like, okay, kids nowadays, though, they're not like me and you. They want to have clean sneakers. When I grew up, my mom always taught me you want to keep your shoes clean because the girl's gonna look at your feet first. You want to keep your hair did because the girl's gonna look at your hair and your feet. Oh, he got dirty shoes. He gonna think you dirty. So I look at, okay, they well put together. Okay. So what do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself going in the future? Like what do you want to be when you grow up? I ask all these questions. Ask all these questions. I don't just let you hang out with who you want to hang out with. Like my son, hey, uh XYZ's gotta come pick me up. All right, have him come in. He looks at me like, what? Yeah, you're not getting in the car with nobody I never met before. Nobody. And then he had a friend who I saw was not going the right way, and we warned him about him, and they're no longer friends because he had to see it for themselves. He see it for
Oh,
himself. Exactly. Because you're guilty by association. Where we live at, you know where we live at, Colorado, Utah, where we live at, I am like a needle in a haystack.
yep,
So
yep,
we stick out like a sore thumb. So you got to be extra careful what you do outside. I hate to say it like that,
Mhm.
but that's how the world is. So
Guilty by association.
if I like old school cars, it's because of my love for old school cars. It's not because I'm an old head. No, I like American muscle. I
Thank
like
you, thank
I
you.
like pickup trucks, which I'm about to get one because I know if I need to move something, if I need to buy something, I'm not trying to pay nobody to do it for me. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna put
Yep,
it on the back of my truck and I'm gonna keep it pushing.
all right. American made, buddy. American made over
But
here. For
it
damn sure.
switches to the professional setting because now you got a brand new job. And you meet a coworker. This coworker is the coolest coworker that you've seen in a while. You and them get along perfectly. But you notice they punching in late from work. They taking extra long lunches,
Oh,
right? They're late. Their work's arriving late on the desk. Their supervisor's like, "Hey, where's your work at? Well, you took a long lunch today." And they see you with that person. Guess what? You're now guilty by association. Because now you're gonna start getting talked to. Hey, Lonnie, you were about 2 minutes late. But I'm never late. Yeah, I noticed that. Watch your time. Lonnie, is your work done? Now you're gonna start to get questioned because you're hanging out with that person. Ladies, if your girl's a hoe, please believe that we gonna think you one too. You are guilty by association. Fellas, you are guilty by association. If your man is known, if your boy, if your ace boon coon, if your homie is known to do or be a certain way, you too will get looked at that way. That's just how
yep,
the world works.
yep,
You are
100%.
guilty by association. If your man is a ladies' man, then homie, guess what? You must be one too. It don't matter what everybody else thinks though in the world, right? It just
True.
matters what the people in your household think. So if you have a spouse or a significant other that doesn't trust who you hang out with, then guess what? They don't trust you.
You. Yes. Holy damn. That was good. That was good because you're right. It's at the end of the day, man, it's looking at yourself in the mirror. Do
Uh-huh.
you? Because here's the thing, I'll say this one thing about this is uh, years ago, we had this family friend that come around and he was a married guy, right? Good dude. And I remember joking with him and, hey, man, you and I should do a guy's trip to Vegas. Very innocent, bro. Nothing crazy, right? This dude straight looked at me. He's like, man, I don't trust myself in Vegas. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, I don't trust myself in Vegas. We'll get in trouble. I said, we'll get in trouble or you'll get in trouble. Yeah, man, I can't go to Vegas. I can't. That's what I'm saying. A self-aware man, yes, but still at the same time, you mean to tell me that you don't have enough discipline to not go and step out on your wife while you go out of town? Come on, bro. That's you. That has nothing to do with anybody around you.
Nope.
You're different than anybody on a sobriety train. And if you're around people that are having alcohol and you mean to tell me that you can't put it together, can't hold it together,
Yep.
it's a problem. That's your problem. That's nobody else's problem. But to
Nobody
be
else's problem.
associated anyway.
Right. Right. Just because they do it don't mean you have to do it. The old school saying, if he's jumping off the bridge, you gonna jump too? Right. It's great that you have that self-awareness, but it's bad that you are thinking, I can't go. It's not gonna be safe. That means you are not safe with yourself.
Thank you.
You are not safe with yourself. That is horrible.
Yeah.
Guilty by association. Guilty by, and that's how the world works with every situation, with every scenario. That's why they say, show me your five friends and I can show you your future
Yeah.
because you're guilty by association. And it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a bad thing. If you're surrounded by nothing but positive people, if you're surrounded by millionaires, they're gonna think you're one too until the
Yeah.
bill comes and you see and they see you can't afford it. But they,
Right.
if you're surrounded by guys with nothing but American made muscle cars, and they're gonna think you have one too. You may be the passenger, but hey, he must have one too. If you're surrounded by nothing but criminals, you must be one too.
You must be
So,
one too.
right?
Damn. That's it, bro.
That's how do that's it.
And
Guilty
it's
by
pretty plain and
association.
simple, dude. I mean, there's really no hack to it, right? It's just either you are or you're not. It's just what it
Right.
is. And just best believe everybody's judging you every single day. We judge every single day. It, it's
Well,
it's the way the world works, bro.
when I grew up, they taught me to judge. They say, Lonnie, hey, if it looks like it, it is it.
Yeah.
Judge.
Yes.
The world tells you
100%.
not to judge. You judge. But you
Yeah,
only you only
100%.
you only you only use action off your judgments if you get a feeling about, hey, this doesn't look right. But you judge everybody. Unfortunately, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
But
yeah, this it's a great topic, bro.
no, 100%, dude. And I mean, we don't really have to say much else, dude. Honestly, I had to bring that up, man, because it's just given the season again that we're in right now, it's so easy. It's so easy for me to assume that because you drive a certain vehicle, you must be a
Hmm.
certain way, or because you hang around with this person, you must be a certain way. Bro, I say it like this: unless you're man or woman enough to go and speak to that person
Hmm.
to either validate it or feel completely stupid,
Hmm.
I don't want to hear it.
Let's not
I don't want to
forget.
hear it.
Let's not forget the most important one. Because you look a certain way, you must be it. Because you're because you're black, African American, whatever the hell you want to call it,
Yeah,
you must be a certain way.
yeah,
Because you're married to a white woman, because you're married, you're dating outside your race, you must be a certain way.
yep, yep,
No, no, we are all the same.
yep. It's
We
just like you
just
said, bro. Just like you said, where you live at, imagine the looks. And I'm sure I can't even say imagine. You probably get those looks daily, right?
Yeah, I
And
do. I
I'm
don't
sure it
care
don't mean
though.
nothing to you.
Hell no.
But bro, what's dope is that you have such self-awareness that you could teach your kids about what happens in those certain
It,
situations,
it
right?
happened. It happened. Me was in Moab. He's in Moab. Moab is a beautiful place. Beautiful place in Utah. There's not a lot of me out there. So my oldest, he's walking through and his energy is off. And I could feel it. I'm great at reading energy. I said, what's going on? What's going on, bro? He goes, yeah, I don't like that it's more of them, white people, than there is of us. And I don't like how they keep looking at me. I said, bro, ain't nobody staring at you, man. Like, why are you thinking that way? Why are you thinking
You could
that way? I
also be
said,
guilty. You could also be
right,
guilty.
right. I said, did somebody say something to you? He goes, no. Did somebody give you a dirty look? No, not yet.
Not
Did
yet.
some did somebody do anything to make you feel a certain way? He goes, nah, it's just more of them than there is of us. I said, why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
Why? No, bro, if you don't care, they don't care. I walk into any room confidently. because I'm secure with who I am as a person. I don't care what you think or who you are. It could be a room full of successful millionaires. It could be a room full of not to single you guys out, a room full of custodial engineers. It could be a homeless shelter. I'm the same person wherever I go.
Yeah. It's a self-awareness thing, dude. I mean, again, like I told you, just the funny story I told you about, when I was driving the sports car. That was my own trip. And
Yeah.
when you realize, bro, no one cares. No one cares, bro.
Nope.
It's not that big. And you realize that, man, and it starts to kind of settle you down a little bit when you realize that people are not looking at you like they think they are, or like you think they are.
Yeah.
Bro, do you remember the movie Boomerang back in the day?
Of
Eddie
course.
Murphy?
Classic movie.
Bro, you remember when they're in the store and that dude walks up and he's like, "We don't have a layaway plan."
Yo, of course.
That's
Of
when it gets
course.
a little bit more real, right? But outside of that, dude, stop tripping. Stop tripping.
Yeah.
People looking at you like,
Tie your laces. Stop tripping.
hey, I'm gonna cheers to that one right there. Tie your laces, stop tripping.
The
I
kids don't
love
even
that.
tie their laces nowadays. They try to figure out how to just put their sneakers on so you don't got to tie them. Like, it's
Yes,
horrible.
yes.
Hey, you are guilty by association no matter what you do, no matter where you go. Don't let it affect you, your family, or your pockets, and you'll be fine.
Cheers to that, brother.
Cheers, bro. Water, H2O, uh, mindset drink, non-alcoholic as usual. Always
Yes,
have to
sir.
point that out. Always have to point that
Yes, sir.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cheers, bro. Ah, this has been another episode of Straight Talk, No Chaser. I am your host, El Gregory, aka Lee Knows, accompanied by my boy.
It is Mr. 5280, John Alvarado from Colorado. Thank you, bro. This was good. Appreciate you. Until next time.
Until next time, hey, John, I guess we're guilty by association, man.
I guess.
Peace.